Hi, welcome to the Online Mastery Academy. My name is Mr. Udo, and on this video, you are going to learn how to build and sell monetized websites worth from $300 to thousands of dollars, depending on certain criteria of the website. Now, what you have here is a website called flipper.com that allows you to sell a monetized website. But in this situation, you are looking at being in a position where you can build a monetized website and sell it on either these platforms or other platforms I'm going to show you, or to our networks of buyers on WhatsApp groups like this one right here. You can see I'm in a lot of WhatsApp groups, and there is a lot of people buying and selling monetized website, right? So this is what you need to understand. So basically, this is a site, a monetized website, monetized with Google Ads right here, Google AdSense, and the price of the site right now is at $300, and we have 10 bids here. What this 10 bids means is that 10 people are ready and willing to buy. The next site we have here is actually the same thing. We have a monetized website right here. Monetization is ads, so it's a Google AdSense monetized website, and it is actually worth $800 of right now because 10 people have offered to buy, and this is the current price where the site is situated. So in time to come, maybe before the site gets sold off, the price may increase. If you keep scrolling up, you're going to see a lot more sites like this one right here. The asking price is a bit too high. The asking price is $70,000, and people may definitely start putting up their own price. It's like a marketplace where you offer to sell and people offer to buy. Now, you can also see the name of the site clearly right here, and it's monetized with Google Ads. That's why it's actually expensive, right? You also have another site here. People are offering to actually buy it currently at $180, and there is 15 days left. Now, before the 16 days goes off, the price is going to go as high as $500, because when we say bids is actually people offering to buy at different pricing. So the next person that is going to offer to buy will have to price more than 180. So it's a step-by-step process. For example, see it right here. The first person offered to pay $100 14 days ago, and they have been fighting over the price. Someone offered to pay $150. Someone else offered to pay $160. Bidder 3 offered to pay $160. And then you have another person offered to pay $170 3 days ago. Now, as of 3 days ago, someone else offered to pay $180. So before the 15 days elapse, people are going to offer to pay as high as $600, $700, $800 for this product, sometimes even up to $1,000 or more. So this is a website that allows you to actually sell or buy, but you want to be in position of selling, right? And there is a lot of product like this. Okay, there is a lot of product like this where you have people offering to sell and people offering to buy. This one right here, $650 is the price, and 24 people have offered to buy. The last guy right here, 4 days left. This one right here, 139 people have offered to buy this website at a price of $10,300. This is the pricing for $10,300 site. You see the step-by-step process of people have offered to buy at different pricing. So at every point in time before it got to this stage, people have offered different pricing, right? It's like an auction. Whoever offers to pay the highest amount of money will buy the site. Now, if you have a website like this that is actually monetized, then you could as well sell it on this platform. So what you want to know now is what exactly is a monetized website? What do we mean by a monetized website? Why is it this valuable? Why are people willing to pay for it? You also need to understand the types of monetized websites that we have. Okay, now what you have here is just one platform. There is other platforms like this one right here that only deals with higher quality site. Like you can see the prices here are thousands and thousands of dollars, right? But to get to this stage actually takes longer, months and years of building those type of platforms to be able to sell it at these outrageous prices. So what you're going to learn basically in this video is how to build something that is worth about $300, $400, $500 in 21 days. So you should be able to get this done in 21 days, right? This is the website where you can actually upload this type of product to sell. We also have a WhatsApp group that actually does buying and selling. You can see I'm in a lot of WhatsApp groups here that actually talks about buying and selling. So the next thing you want to talk about right now is what exactly is a monetized website and why is it important? I'm going to use our official website for example. If you come over to our official website right now, Online Mastery Academy, you should be able to see that our website is actually a monetized website. Therefore, it gives it a substantial value. Now, you may want to know, why is the monetized website valuable? Well, this is the monetized website you see right here. And this advert right here, you can see ads by Google. Right now, we are more like Google partner. We and Google are into a partnership where Google can serve advertisements on our website. And in exchange for that, Google tends to pay us. Now, the thing about this is that this actually makes your site valuable because you can use this type of site to make money. And in situations where you can use this type of site to make money, then you can also sell this type of site for a huge amount of money, right? Now that you understand what we mean by a monetized website, you also need to understand that it is not only Google that you can monetize the website with. There are other ways like affiliate marketing, e-commerce, as long as you have traffic and you have a product. Either you affiliate with the product, drop ship the product, or drop services, anything that actually brings money to the site becomes very valuable and could be sold for a lot of money. Now, what you need to understand next is once your site is monetized, especially by Google AdSense, you can use that site to make a lot of money. So whoever is buying the site from you have the intention of using the website to make money. That's why it is very valuable. Now, the next thing you want to understand is, why is it that the prices on this site are not the same? If you check this site, you observe that the prices fluctuate. Why is some sites actually more valuable than others? Now, the reason why this site have different types of pricing is because of the value of each site. Like this one right here is valued at $705 currently, and there is 16 days left with 34 people ready to pay for this at this price. And if you scroll down, you observe that you may have another one right here, $650, 5 days left. The reason why this site cannot have the same prices is because there are categories to this. There are Google monetized websites that are fully approved and verified, and there are also Google monetized websites that are approved but not verified. What do I mean by that? Take a look at this. I'm going to log into one of the Google monetized websites that we've gotten very new. It's a very new account, right? The account is not verified. Take a look at this site right here. This is Google monetized website. It's a dashboard. You can see the dashboard how it looks. Today, yesterday, 7 days. It's a very new account, not up to 2 months. It's a very new account. Now, this account here is not verified. How do you know if it is not verified? Let's click on verification check. You will see that identity has not been verified and address has not been verified. It says you need to confirm your personal details to get your account ready to receive payment. Now, this normally takes time. It takes about approximately, it may take you up to a month to verify this account. And once you verify this account, assuming you are in Nigeria, this account would have been worth about 150,000 naira without verification instantly. Sometimes you can still sell it over $200 depending on the buyer. That's over 200,000 naira depending on the buyer, right? And the platforms you advertise to sell. Now, once you verify the site, the price jumps up automatically. The site is now worth at least 350,000 naira. So when the site is unverified, like this one right here is unverified, the site is about 150,000 to 200,000 naira. But once you verify this within a month, the website is now valued at 350,000 naira above. Now, this is a typical example of what we mean by a verified site. This one right here has actually been verified. But I've actually removed the domain, so no domain name has been connected to it. But if you click on the verification check of this site, you can see that identity verification has been completed and address verification has been completed. This is a different Google AdSense account entirely. It's different from this one. This other one right here is not verified, and this one right here has been verified. this one that has been verified with a domain name on it, it is going to be very expensive. This is not the only criteria that influence the prices of this website. There is something else that influences the prices of this website. It is the website traffic. So if you have a website that has been verified, it is monetized, and it has visitors, website visitors coming to that site, then that is when you can come over to Flipper like this and list your site for thousands and thousands of dollars, and people will be willing to pay for it. For example, this one right here, remember this site right here, this $10,300 worth of a site, and 139 people are ready to buy it, is because of one thing and one thing alone. The site has a lot of traffic and is actually already generating profits for the owner. That's why people are more than willing to buy it at this outrageous price. That's what you need to understand. Now that you've understand the concepts of the business, you want to understand and learn how to start the business. So how can you build a site like this? How can you build a monetized website for sale? How can you start this business model? Okay, now I'm going to guide you practically step by step on how to start this business model. And at the end of this video, you should be able to build a monetized website, and you should be able to sell it across any platforms of your choosing. So follow the video and pay attention to the step-by-step guide that you will learn right now. So the first thing you have to do is to get a domain name and a hosting package. Come over to here and just type a site called Namecheap. Namecheap is where you can buy a domain name and get website hosting. Now, this is not the only site that you can buy domain and get website hosting. There are other platforms like SiteGround, Hostinger, HostGator, Bluehost, and a lot of them. But the reason why I always recommend Namecheap is because, like the name implies, Namecheap is very cheap and very reliable. Now, I already have a Namecheap account, so all I have to do is to sign into my account. But for you, if you do not have a Namecheap account already, then you will need to sign up and register an account on Namecheap. This would allow you to actually buy a domain and a hosting package. So I'm just going to go ahead and sign into my Namecheap account, right? Okay, I'm trying to sign into my Namecheap account, and Namecheap says they need to verify the mail before I can successfully log in. I'm just going to copy the code, come back here, paste the code. Now that you've logged into Namecheap account, you want to get a domain name and hosting. So you simply come over here. When you click on domain name search, you're going to come to a place that looks like this. At this point, just input the name of your website. Like any website you want to build, just input the name. Remember, if you have a niche in mind, for example, if you want to build a site regarding education, sport, food, fashion, you can always be very creative with the name. For example, if you want to build a site that has to do with fashion, you can say Fashion Universe and then search for it. Okay, branding is also important in this business. The name of the domain you choose is important, because at the end of the day, the buyer may actually love the domain name, especially if the domain name is a beautiful one. fashionuniverse.com has been taken, but there are other varieties. Now, the next thing you want to understand is that a domain name that has .com does not have the same price as a domain name that has .fashion, .bot, .ai, .org, or anything else. So every domain extension, .com is a domain extension. Every domain extension have a different price, and there are ones that are very expensive, like .ai. It costs $79. You also have those that are very cheap. Okay, there are those that, like this one right here, .xyz, costs about $2 a year if you want to start with it. There are those that does not even cost up to $1. Very cheap and very affordable. So depending on what you need, you can always pick whatever you need. Now, I will advise, if you are just starting out and you don't have a lot of money, you just want to get started, they are the ones I will advise you go for. Things like .online. So you just say fashionuniverse.online. .online is always cheap. I know that very well because I've been using it, right? It's very cheap, right? You have here 0.98. It's not up to $1 This is not up to $1, 0.98 a year. Very, very cheap. You can go for this. This is still highly in demand, right? There are other extensions you can go for, a lot and a lot of them. Now, what you want to do is to go ahead and buy this. It's very necessary. You get a domain. Once you've gotten a domain of your choice, you just have to like add to cart and go ahead to purchase it. Now, I'm not going to actually buy this because I have a lot of domain. Okay, I have a lot and a lot of domains that I'm not currently using. A lot and a lot of them. Right now, the next thing you want to add to your cart is something called a hosting package, which is very necessary. Your domain needs a house to live. So hosting package is basically where your domain can stay, because your domain cannot just be there without the files. Your website files needs to be stored somewhere. That's where hosting package comes in. And you have some very cheap hosting with these platforms right here. You can simply scroll down and see this one right here that allows you to get a hosting package for $1.99 a month. You can also up to 3 websites with this. So if you're being creative, you can buy for 2 months. If you buy for 2 months, you should be able to get your first website approved and sell it, make a profit of about $300 or so. Take the money from your first sale and buy this for a year. You can also buy this one that allows you to host unlimited websites. This one right here allows you to host as many websites as possible. Well, this one allows you to host 3 websites. How can you buy it? You simply click on get started and it's going to be added to your cart, like you can see right here. Once it's added to your cart, you can set the duration you want to pay for and proceed to actually buy. That's what you need to understand about this, right? That's what you need to understand about getting domain and hosting. It's very, very necessary to get started. Without a domain and hosting, you can't apply for website monetization with Google AdSense. Now that you've gotten domain and hosting, Namecheap is going to send a mail to your email address that contains your login information. You're going to receive a mail that looks exactly like this. It's going to say your hosting account details for whatever your domain name is, right? So you scroll down on this email, you're going to get your login information to cPanel. Now, I'm not going to actually reveal my login information to cPanel right here. You have cPanel details. If I keep scrolling down, you should see a username and a password. Okay, now you want to copy that username and password and access your cPanel. cPanel login, right? I'm just gonna have to do this /cPanel. Okay, that's how you access your cPanel. The name of your site /cPanel. Name of your site.com /cPanel. Now, if your domain name was .online, remember to use .online here. The name of your site whichever thing you bought, and then you put /cPanel. Once you've done this, you simply access this. Once you've accessed this, you would land on a page that looks like this, where you're supposed to like input your login, username, and password. Like me, I've seen my username, my password is already saved. I simply have to click on login. And you are going to land on cPanel. This is how cPanel looks like. The next thing you want to do is to install WordPress. So I'm going to click on Softaculous app installer and install a program called WordPress. To install WordPress, you click on install right here. Once you click on install right here, you are going to see a screen that looks like this. Okay, now for my own screen, I have a lot of domain name here, so I have to like pick the domain I intend to install on. But for your own situation, since you have only one domain at this point, then your domain is going to be here in this place by default. Also make sure that this place is showing HTTPS protocol. And once you've made sure of that, the next thing you want to do is to go ahead and input your real email addresses here, like what I'm doing right now. Once you've input your real email addresses here, you go ahead and copy the email and input it on the second space available to input email. So I've input my email here as well as the first space up there, and then you want to take note of your username and password as well as your site name and site description. You can change them here. However, I'm not going to bother myself to change my site name or my site description because I'm going to use a pre-built template. Okay, I'm going to use a pre-built template. That way it will be very fast for me to set up a standard website, because I have a lot of templates already that has already been beautifully built and customized. So all I just need to do will be to install a pre-built template and customize it to my test. So right now I've input the necessary information. I'll just go ahead and click on install. At this point, we are going to wait for WordPress to successfully install. Once you successfully install WordPress, you are going to get a message that says, congratulations, the software was installed successfully. Now, this is your administrative URL. It's going to be your site/wp-admin. This is where you have to log in to your dashboard, and this is your website URL. Now I'm going to right click on this and click on open in a new tab. Then go ahead to log into my WordPress dashboard, where I will be building a very beautiful website. Now take a look at this right here. This is how WordPress dashboard looks like. Once you've gotten to this point, normally you will have to change your permalinks, install a new template from here, change your permalinks from here, right, and do a lot of customizations and building and everything. But like I said, we are not going to stress ourselves with that. We are simply going to install a pre-built template and customize it. So the first thing we need to do is to come over to where we have plugins and click on add new plugin. Once we've clicked on add new plugin, you come over right here and search for a plugin called all-in-one WP migration, right? All-in-one WP migration. That's the name of the plugin you need to install, right? Here is a plugin that we are looking for, all-in-one WP migration. The next thing you want to do is to click on install. Once the plugin has been successfully installed, you have to activate the plugin and we put it to use. Right, so I've activated the plugin right now. Plugin has been successfully activated, and this is it right here. I'm just going to go ahead and import a pre-built website template. I want you to understand that there are many types of pre-built website templates. For example, what I'm about to upload is more like a brandable business website template. Now, we also have many other types of website templates that you can actually buy or get it from this platform called Envato, or from this platform called CodeKayon. So if you choose to go for a script, a plugin, or a utility website, you need to understand what exactly is a utility website. Well, a utility website or a tools website is actually a type of site that allows you to carry out a specific act. For example, if you've been downloading YouTube videos using a website like YouTube Downloader, then that website is a utility website. If you've been removing background image from pictures, for example, if this website allows you to remove backgrounds from picture instantly, right? And this is actually a utility website that has been monetized by Google. So if you want to build this type of website that allows you to carry out a specific act, it could be removing background from picture, it could be removing backgrounds from videos, it could be editing, it could be calculators, it could be anything at all. Like there are a lot and a lot of those types of tools right here. It could be a content writing tools, it could be like anything, a calculator, PHP script, calendar, like a lot and a lot of utility websites are here that you can actually get. Okay, so if you want to build this type of site, then you may need to come over to a platform called CodeKayon or Envato and get any type of script that you need. So there are a lot of tools and online scripts that you can actually purchase from this website and upload it to your domain and start from there. You will likely get monetized if you go with this route, and you will be able to sell this type of website for a good amount of money. Okay, now if you enroll on our paid program for this training, then we've included some of the finest script and tools that you will need as well as some of the best customizable template, right? So I'm just going to go ahead and upload a template to this and get started, right? The template I'm going to upload is basically a site that has already been designed and built and proven as well as tested to be approved for monetization. So the design that we are uploading has been proven and tested. We've used it many times to get approval for monetization. That's why the template is very important and very useful. So once you've installed your template successfully, you are going to get a site that looks like this. The template has already been built. So what you install is a site that looks like this. Now what you now need to do is to change the write-ups, because the write-ups here are all demo data. And also you need to change. The question is, how can you change the write-ups? For this, you simply click on Edit with Elementor, right? You will be able to change any write-up here at all, as well as the links to these pages. So let's look at what this looks like, right? To edit, this is the home page. To edit the home page, you click on Edit with Elementor. Okay, you come over here, for example, what you have right here, this text can be edited. You can change this from welcome to you are welcome. Okay, you can change it to anything at all. I see I'm editing this message right here. So once you've opened this in Elementor, you can edit this text to whatever you choose to edit it to, right? And that's not just it. You can also change the colors of this. You change the colors, the links and everything, right? You can also change the background image by coming over here where you have this icon. Click on Style. Come over here. You can choose and change the image here, right? If you want to. For example, I can delete the image of, click to add new image. It's going to load the images I have, which I can pick one from here, or I simply click on upload and upload an image. Or I can pick any other image of my choice. For example, this one right here, I've picked a different image. You can see the image is trying to load, right? The image is loading. You can see it's loading currently. So that's how you change the background image of this template. It's very easy. It's really very easy. Okay, it's really very easy. I'm trying to make sure I explain as much as possible on this video, right? Now, you can also change these write-ups or the about us or the image here to meet the type of website you are building. So basically, you may be building a type of site that needs a different type of image here. You can always change this image simply by clicking on this edit icon and doing the same thing here. Just remove the image or choose a different image, right? This is all what you need to know about editing this website from Elementor. Right now, there are other things you also need to do, like changing the logo of the site. For example, if you should scroll up right here, you see the logo is not the logo of your official site. So you want to be able to change that. All you need to do is to click on Customize, right? Click on Customize. I'm going to open this on a new tab, and then you can change the logo from there. Okay, so to actually change your logo, you need to come over to where you have the site identity, or you simply click here. Right, you can come over to where you have site identity. Right now, to change this other one, you can click right here to change it from here. Remove the logo, replace it with any other logo that you choose. Right, you should replace that with your own personal logo. Okay, then you scroll down. From Customize, you can also change the about section, contact section, and quick links. Okay, you can change all of this right here. You can change the contact information. You can change the about informations on the footer. So this is what you do with Customize. I've shown you what you can do with Elementor, right? The next thing you want to know is that this pages right here is very important about contact privacy policy, disclaimer, and term of use, right? This should be terms of use, not terms and use, right? To actually edit any of this, what you need to do is to come over to where you have menu and click on main menu. This should be terms of use. So I'm going to change this right now. That's how you edit this. Now the next thing you want to do is to click on publish. Once you click on publish, you should proceed to edit each of these pages one by one. For example, now you have privacy, you have about, you have disclaimer. So I'm going to work with contact right now. I'm just going to click on the contact page. Then you can see, okay, the contact page does not really require editing. Then you can work with the about page. The about page is actually an about page for a different site, for another website. So you want to click on open website in a new link and proceed to edit the about section. Just click on edit page. The entire write-up here can be changed. You can change the entire write-up of this about page to suit your own site. If you want to make the whole process easy for you, I recommend you use ChatGPT, right? ChatGPT can write an about section for you. You can just tell ChatGPT, write, here's how you go about this. You can say, write an about us page for a, let's say, tech website called, just give it whatever name that you want to call it, right? Called your techhub.com, right? So ChatGPT is going to write a quick about section for that website, as you can see, right? At this point, you can simply just copy and paste, right? That's what you need to understand about editing each of these pages manually. Now, the next thing that is very important for you to know at this point is that you need to add content to your site. Okay, so how can you add content to your site? You come over to where you have post, click on add new post. Add new post. You need to upload content on this site, and the minimum required content is about 15 posts. Now, to make this easy for you, you can use ChatGPT to write content, okay, and you can use Prebuilt to paraphrase the content, right? So ChatGPT can be used to write content, and Prebuilt can actually paraphrase the content to make it more unique and doesn't seem like it was written by AI. So to actually do this practically, you have to come over here, add the title of the content. For example, you can say how to buy Bitcoin with credit card, right? This is typically a content, and then you come over to ChatGPT and ask the same question, right? A complete content on how to buy Bitcoin with credit card. Now, ChatGPT is going to actually write, you've seen a title of a post and then a complete post for you. All you just need to do is to copy that same post, take it to Scribblebot and paraphrase. Now, I'm going to show you this practically, right? I'm going to copy the first paragraph of this article. I'm going to come over here, copy the first paragraph of this article, and then take it to Scribblebot. On Scribblebot, I'm going to hit the paraphrasing button, right? Scribblebot is going to change the entire write-up. For example, ChatGPT said, in the ever-expanding world of cryptocurrency, Bitcoin stands as a pioneer, capturing the interest of investors and exercisers alike. However, Prebuilt is saying, Bitcoin is a trailblazer in the rapidly growing cryptocurrency space, drawing interest from both exercisers and investors. Now, this is actually a very useful tool. Scribblebot makes your article AI undetected. So any tool that big tech may use to try to detect if this content was written by ChatGPT becomes invalid the moment you use Prebuilt to paraphrase the content, right? So you want to copy this one by one, you take it to your content and upload it. One by one, you keep doing this till you have a complete content. Now, free version of Scribblebot allows you to use this as many times as possible, but is limited by the amount of word you can paraphrase at a time. However, if you're using a paid version of Scribblebot, then you can go as many words as possible. It has a premium version, but if you're just starting out, then you can manage the free version for now. That's what you need to understand about writing a content. Now, the next very important thing is to make sure that your content has an image. Okay, you want to make sure that there is an image attached to your content. So you can simply scroll down here, okay, add a featured image to your content. Very important. Click on the featured image icon and you can just pick a reasonable image. Now, these are image that has been up already uploaded to this website. In your case, you just have to click on upload and upload a very good image from this place that match the content. So if you're talking about Bitcoin, you should upload an image that has to do with Bitcoin. If you're talking about education, then you should upload an image like this or this one that has to do with education. The next very necessary thing is to always make sure that you have your website name on the alt text. So this alt text should actually contain your website name. Okay, the reason why it's necessary is because it gives you some authority over that image once you do that. So the image is not yours, but you want to have some authority over the image. You add your alt text right there. Very, very necessary. Right now, the next thing you want to make sure you do is to pick a category. Every content should have just one category. For example, credit card and Bitcoin. You can pick credit card. Right, how to actually buy Bitcoin with credit card. One category. Do not pick two categories for one content like this. The reason is if you pick two categories for one content, Google may reject your site and say you have duplicated content. You don't want a case of duplicated content. That's why every content should belong to just one category, not two. Right? Very, very necessary. Once you've done that, you want to go ahead and publish your content. Once you've published your content, there are a few other settings you need to do to actually make your site ready for monetization. And one of them is to install what is called a cookie policy on your site. This is actually very necessary. So I'm going to show you how to actually install a cookie policy instantly, right? To install a cookie policy instantly, you need to use a plugin called Cookie Yes, right? So simply come over here, search for a plugin called Cookie Yes. A cookie policy is those little pop-ups that ask people to accept and allow cookies whenever they visit your site. Google has made this one of the basic requirements in getting monetization. So you want to install this and activate it. Once you've activated it, it's very easy to set this up. Very easy to set this up, yet it is very, very necessary. So you just have to come over to here. You have the Cookie Yes plugin here. Okay, at this point, right, you can see the banner status is already showing active. This means that the cookie policy is already successfully installed on your site. You can click on the cookie banner and customize it how you want to customize it. This is how it is looking on the site currently. Okay, you can customize this. Now, normally I always like to make this appear on the center. So you can simply come over here and pick their banner at the center. That way the cookies is going to cover the entire page and appear on the center. So this is a cookie policy that is going to appear for people whenever they visit your site. And it's one of the very basic and necessary requirements to monetize a site with Google AdSense. Now, once you've done this, there is one last thing you need to do, and then you can apply for monetization. The last thing you need to do is to integrate your site with Google products like Google Search Console and Google Analytics. Now, Google Analytics is actually a platform that allows you to track your website visitors, right? And it's actually very necessary. You simply click on this and click on Get Started Today, right? You're going to follow a set of process that is quite easy to understand and set up your analytics dashboard. Okay, this video is already getting longer than I expected, so I'm going to drop a link below this video that takes you to a course that explains every single thing you need to do step by step in 21 steps, 21 videos, a complete guide of all the things you need to do to make your site ready to apply for AdSense, right? A complete guide and a practical step-by-step process and how to set up everything you need to do, right? The next thing you want to actually install or set up on your site is called Google Search Console. And this is actually more important than Google Analytics. This is because Search Console is what allows you to put your site on the search engine. What allows you to actually integrate your site and make it appear on Google search engine. Right, this is how to set it up. You have two options to add your site, either the domain or URL prefix, and you follow the setup process, right? And the setup process is not really that complex. All you need to do is to insert your website URL here. So the next thing you want to do is to click on continue, and Google is going to run a verification check. Well, it doesn't have a verification previously, so they're going to give me an HTML tag, analytics, and all of this, and like a lot of ways for me to actually verify it, right? The easiest way to actually get this verified will be to add this tab. I can simply copy this and insert it on the header of my site. So I just have to copy this code. Once I copy the code, I take it to my site and then insert it on the header of my site using a plugin known as header and footer inserter. So I can simply bring it over here where I have my plugins, click on add new plugin, and then install a plugin called header and footer. This can work, right? WP code can work, and this other one can work to insert headers and footers down. It can also work too, right? So once I've clicked on install and activated this, I simply have to copy that code, which I did, and bring it to this place. This is code snippet, header and footer right here. Okay, header and footer right here. So remember, we had a code that we copied. This is the code that we copied. Once we copied that code, we just have to bring it to this place and add the code right here. Now, once you install the code on your website, you simply come back to this place and click on verified, right? If you've done it properly, you should be able to verify this property. Like you see right now, ownership verified. After this, there are several small setups you need to do, which, like I said, is going to be explained a step-by-step process on the link below this video, right? Now that you've gotten to this point, you've installed all of these necessary things. The next thing you want to know is how to actually apply for Google monetization. Okay, now to apply for monetization with Google, what you need to do is to simply go to Google, simply make your way to Google and search for Google AdSense. Right? Once you search for Google AdSense, you click on Start. Okay, once you click on Start, you're supposed to click on Get Started. When you click on Get Started, you should be able to choose an email and follow up. Now, I have no intention of applying for Google AdSense with this email right now, but I'm going to click on the email to see what it brings up. So this is how Google AdSense dashboard basically looks once you've done some of the necessary things like setting up your profile. If you want to go ahead and click on add your website, so simply add your website here. Google is going to review the site. Like I said, I have no intention of doing this right now, but I'm going to show you how to get it done. Just come over here and add your website. Once you've added your site, Google is going to give you a code, right? Google is going to give you a code to insert and prove that you actually own the site. Now, I don't need Google to review my site right now because the website I just built is just for educational purpose. The content there is not enough. Okay, I did it all in one video. The contents are not enough, and I can't request Google to review the site now because I know it's not up to the required state as of now. However, if you want to watch a practical step on how I got this done on a specific site, as well as have access to technical support, my team of web developers are more than ready and willing to guide you step by step across the entire process. If you want to get access to this, then use the link below and access the 21-step to website monetization program, right? This is not just a course like any other training out there. This is we giving you a technical support, we giving you virtual assistance, and we giving you templates worth a lot and a lot of money, right? Everything you need to actually get and have and do to be able to get your website monetized, your first website monetized, has been explained on that program. Okay, and our team, like I said, will be willing to offer virtual assistance as well as technical support. We can possibly log into your site and fix any issue that you encounter. That's the reason why, if you want to go into this business, it's very necessary that you enroll on this program. The next necessary things you need to do is to observe your email. Once your website has been approved by Google, you should receive an email that says, "Congratulations on activating your AdSense account. Your site," the name of your site is going to come over here, "is now ready to show AdSense ads and start earning money." Once you've gotten this mail, right, it means that right now your site is now valued at nothing less than 150K. That's how valuable your site is right now, right? And you can bring it to platforms like Flipper and sell it, right? Under Flipper, there is always a part of it, like here, where AdSense is being sold. You can simply bring it here and sell it, create an account, upload your site for sale, and fix a price. People are going to offer to buy, and when they offer to buy, you would likely sell it to whoever offers to pay the most amount of money. Or if the process of selling with Flipper is too hectic for you, you can bring it to WhatsApp platforms right here. These are platforms that actually sells and buys. So this is like an account for sale. The price here is 900,000 naira. Okay, but then the criteria of the site is not the same. Remember, the site criteria are not really the same. There are sites that are more expensive than others. So you can simply bring it here, upload it, and within 24 hours, you will get people who are willing and ready to buy, right? So here, people will be willing and ready to buy. So if you want to sell very fast, you take it to WhatsApp group. Now, once you've enrolled on the training below, once you've clicked on the link below and enrolled on the paid training, I'm going to give you access to communities. 2 communities. One is going to be for support, right? A support community for those that are just getting started. And the next is going to be where you can actually sell and buy. So I'm going to add you to groups that allows you to sell and buy in 24 hours. My team as a whole is also buyer in this scenario. So if you want to sell pretty fast, my team can actually buy it from you. And to be very frank and very honest, buying from you means that we can decide to use the account to make some money with it, right? We can use the account to actually earn money with it. Or we can actually bring it to other platforms like Flipper or Empire Flippers, add more value to it, right? We add more value to it and sell it for more amount of money. That way you make profit, we make profit, everybody makes profit, and everybody is happy, right? So that's what you need to understand about the whole process and the whole thing. And the last thing you want to understand is that you don't just sell or buy digital assets like that. Your monetized website is extremely valuable, like really, really valuable, and you can't just sell it like that without using a service called escrow. Now, basically, escrow is a middleman, right? Escrow is a middleman. I'm going to show you how it works real quick. So this is escrow.com, the official escrow website. However, there are other escrow platforms you can use, or escrow persons. You can see it says never buy or sell online without using escrow.com. What escrow does is that it protects your interest, right? If you are selling, the seller will have to pay money to the escrow team, and the escrow team keeps the money. You release the product. Once the product is confirmed and assessed, then the escrow will investigate and release the money to the seller. That way, nobody loses, nobody gets scammed. You want to be sure that you don't get ripped off, because in this type of transaction, you can be selling to someone in a different country entirely, in a different region, someone that you've never met before, right? You can't just send them access to your monetized website like that without making sure that they have the money to pay, or they have made the payment. And they will not send you the payments like that without knowing that you will send the logins information to this monetized website. So that's why escrow.com or escrow services is very important. Now, if you don't want to stress yourself using escrow.com, we have a group and we have a well-known escrow team, right? We have a well-known escrow team that we normally use. So you don't go through the extra stress of creating an account on this site and using them, right? This is actually very, very necessary. If you look at this right here, this picture explains how escrow actually works. So this is how escrow actually works. The first step is that the buyer will have to send money to the escrow agent. Once the escrow agent confirms that the buyer has paid money for the product, the seller releases the product to the buyer. Once the buyer has confirmed that he or she has received the product, the escrow agent sends money to the seller. That way, everybody is safe in this transaction. That's what you actually need to know about the entire business model, and it's something that actually really works. Okay, so if you want to enroll in a program that is going to guide you step-by-step process on how to actually start this business model, then you want to come over, click the link below and enroll on this program. This is not just a course. Like I said, these are the things that you are going to get. For example, you're going to get 21 steps broken down practically on how to build a digital monetized asset, right? The second thing you're going to get is a pre-built template for ease. So you're going to get a pre-built template like the one we installed, and you are also going to get a lot of other templates like the ones from Code Canyon or Envato Element, right? And you are also going to get virtual assistance as well as technical support with our tech team. What this technical support means is that if you are building your site and somewhere along the line something gets wrong, you have someone that is going to log into your site and rectify the issue for you, right? You have someone that is going to review your site to make sure that it meets all criteria before you go ahead to apply for monetization. You also get direct access to our social community that has thousands of buyers, right? These are the things you're going to get by enrolling on this program. And if you have any further question, you can always reach out to us via our Telegram or WhatsApp or email address, whichever one is easy for you to actually reach out, right? And like I said, everyone that actually purchased this program, there is a community for you. Once you've successfully made your first sale, then we can add you to a new community, right? It's a step-by-step process. The first community are for people that are just getting started. That's where you get the virtual assistance and technical support. Once you've made your first sale, you've made some profit, we move you to the community of people who are now more experienced, and more conversant. On the second community, that's where you actually learn how to add more value to your product and sell it for a higher amount of money, right? That's what you need to understand. And once you've been on that community and you've been able to add more value to your product, more value to your monetized website and sell it for a higher amount of money, then you can now move to a third community. On the third community, we show you how to use your website to make money like what you see right here on the screen. Do not miss this chance. Click on the link below and enroll now. See you on the inside.